Hopefully this will be a fairly easy to follow demo on how to use the free version of Canva. I use this for all of the graphics that I put up on social media. um, there are things that are obviously easier in the paid version, but for the £10 a month and whatever that is in dollars that it costs, I don't feel the need to pay for it. So I use the free version. And if we go to this, all of your designs here, this is everything that you've ever made if you ever need to get back to it. So this and that for group posts, cover reveals, promos for books, covers for groups, and where you see that scrolling into different pictures, that is where, when we get to the next part, you make different pages and they put them into one file, and they're all together for you. So yeah, everything that you can think of. Games for takeovers, fun stuff for groups, everything. So if we go back to the home page, along the bottom here, you'll see all of the different post types that you can make. And obviously this is for everybody to use, so it's not just for books. So it can be a little bit overwhelming with the amount of choice, but we'll keep it simple. And what my preference is, if we go here, click on social media, you can get a blank social media. And this is my choice to use because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to make different sized posts for Facebook or Instagram or anything. So I opt for a kind of one size fits all, which obviously isn't perfect. So if you have a specific platform in mind, then choose the template that works for that platform. They're all pretty well labelled, so you can find them. Now, when you've got your blank, obviously you'll still have template options, and you know, if one of those works for what you're doing, then use them. I'm going to assume that we're making something from scratch here, so we're going to go with the blank. So next down this list on the left are uploads, and uploads are great because it means that you can literally upload anything from your PC, or from stock photos, or you know, anything that you find that works that you need to use for what work that you're making. And obviously it means that you can upload your book covers as well. Now with the paid version, there's the only benefit that I can see is this, is they have a magic, I can't even remember what it's called actually, a magic wand that automatically resizes your pictures. But as I said, for the amount that it costs, I don't feel the need to do that. You can change it. And obviously, yes, it's not a perfect fit. You can move it so that you have sections of your picture in the graphic and use the bits that you need. And if you don't like them, you tick on the bin and delete it. Next down the list, you've got photographs, and there's a lot. You can use this top row here, which give you options for specific things. You can use recently used, or you can use trending, or you can just search for what you want. So if we search for cookies, you'll get a lot of cookies, and if you look at them, you'll see some of them are free, like this one here, and some of them say pro on them, and that means that they're either part of the subscription that you pay for, but if you're not paying for it, you can just use it, click on the remove them watermark, and you'll get the option to just pay for that particular picture. Next, there's elements, and these are things that you put into your picture. So you have shapes, frames, stickers. A lot of them are animated. They're fun. You can make charts. Not that I imagine everybody wants to, but they are actual charts, which if you put up, I'll just put up one to show you, you can change the criteria of that to suit whatever you're making. Text speaks for itself. You have, again, different things that are already made for you, or you can just go to choose your heading and make your own. Backgrounds, again, you've got backgrounds that you can use. Like that. If you don't like it, you can bin it, or you can just click another one and put one over the top. And also you get just colours, and if you want a different shade of any of those colours, you click on this little background colour icon here, and you can go into this little thing and alter your colour to a different shade so that you can get the match that you're looking for. Now, the other thing that you can do, if we go to more here at the bottom, is Canva have made it nice and easy for you to import your own photographs from places like Pixels or Pixabay. And literally just clicking onto one of those will give you options for, this is Pixels, and you can search for your free images there. Or you can upload them here from your computer just by clicking into device and choosing whatever you have on your desktop. So if we go back home for a minute and to designs, I'm just going to bin some of these that have come up because I've demonstrated them. That's just as easy as ticking on those and sticking them into the trash bin. And then we'll find something as an example to use. So I like this one here. There we go, it's going to work. And I'm going to be using this one later today at our anniversary party. So to make this particular graphic, I'm going to add the page so that we can start from scratch. And we go to photographs, search for cobwebs. And I'm pretty sure it was that graphic there that I used, but it doesn't matter if it's a different one. So we just make this the size that we want to fill the screen. There we go. Then we're going to look for in elements, we're going to look for the spider. Now you have to scroll through these a little bit to find what you like. And I did make this a year ago, so obviously it's going to take a while to find it. I probably should have looked first. Let's see if we can just alter that to animated spider to speed things up. Okay, there he is. So this little icon here lets you move him backwards and forwards, or any other picture that you use. And if you just click anywhere, you can move your graphic to where you want it to be on the page. Then we are looking at text. So we'll go for add a heading. Put the words that you want in. Move that to where you want it to be on the page, and then if you go up to this top row here, you can change the font by, just choosing whatever takes your fancy from all of these. There's a lot of them. And you can put in the kind of font that you might like. So we'll try spooky and see what we get. Nothing. Okay, so let's try handwriting, and we get all of these kind of fonts here. So let's just use that one, try it out. It's not very illegible, so we'll go for a different one. Stick with that one for now, just to speed things up. If you want to personalise your graphic, like I've done here, you can, just use a different, just use your logo and your website or whatever you want to do to personalise it as well. And basically it's as simple as that. So if we delete that one for a minute and go back to the home page. Oh, we're on social media, but anyway, we'll use social media again. And this time we'll make a graphic for a book cover, perhaps. So if you go to uploads, you've got your graphics here. We'll assume that you've uploaded them already. Now you can adjust and crop these, so you can press crop if you want to use part of this photograph, say this part here. Click on done when you're finished. And you can add that to what you want to achieve. Literally a lot of the time it's just playing about to get things to where you want them to be. So this is a witch anthology I'm involved in. That's the cover for the witch anthology. And I want to, say, highlight my own book. So this is an image here that I downloaded. And just put that to the size we want and position we want. Get my own book cover. Change that to the size that suits, and it doesn't always suit, obviously, so sometimes a black background is very useful because you can put it in without it being that noticeable. Obviously then you can add your text. You can change these to whatever size you want them to be. And if you go to your colour options, even on the free version, you'll find that it gives you the colours that are already in your project. So it will give you the colours that are available from your background or the colours that are available from any element that you add. So you can match them to what's already there. So we could put that one in. Change it to some spooky writing. Move it to where we want to be. Change the shape of it. Change the size of it. Find out what works. And if you want to, you can go to this button here that says animate, and obviously these ones here with the little crown are the ones that you don't get for free, but you still have free options. Now if you go back to your designs and open them, the one thing that I have forgotten is up here at the top you've got your title. If you don't write anything in here, it will use whatever text you put in. And once you've checked here where it says all changes saved, you can download your graphic. It gives you the suggestions, but there are other options if you want to use them. And you literally download, it will tell you it's preparing it for you. I'm on a go slow today. And it will tell you when it's finished. And when you've actually got to your finished bit, you can change the name if you haven't already. And you can check that it looks like you want it to, because occasionally you will get times where it doesn't quite look the same as it does on your template, so do check them. Now I'm going to go back to a couple of quick things. That are available in the options. So we'll just put up a quick background. First thing we come across, so we'll put this one up. Not for any other reason than it's the first one that's there. And then we're going to go to elements and look at frames. So if we put a frame up, frames basically are exactly what they say. So if we go to photos next and just use the first one that's there again, you move this and it will put it into the frame. Want to use a different image because you don't like that one. You literally just move it over the frame and it will put it into the frame. And obviously if you want to make your frame bigger, oh, and there, that little pink line actually is your central line, so actually you can make sure that everything you use is centered quite easily. So if we make that a little bit bigger, put in a different background, find another photo, and there we go, that's how frames work. The other thing you can do is, I can see if I can find it. Ooh, too far. Now this one is another party one, and might give you a better idea of how these work. I think that's the one that I used for it, block. If we go back to elements, you can add different things to it. And a lot of it is just playing around to find out what you like. Now, obviously there's lots of other little bits and pieces that you can use. So if you, for example, you wanted this the opposite way round, you go to flip, and it will ask you which way you want it to flip. If you're using something like this, and obviously it's over the top of your writing now, if you go to position just here, you can tell it to move to the back, and it will put it behind your writing. What else? I'm not going to go into music and videos because I think they get too complicated for simple. Everything auto saves, so you don't need to worry about saving it. Your download is there. This one comes out as an MP4 video because it's animated. So you do need to remember where it's being put. I've lost them before now because I've not taken any notice of where they're filed on my computer. I think that's pretty much everything. I've probably missed something, but hopefully that's the basics and will give you a general idea of what you can achieve for absolutely nothing. So, any questions, please feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Bye.